actually. Well, howdy, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another live stream. Today we're doing a little bit of boxwood trimming here. Essentially like bonsais, but it's not technically bonsais. That's why I call it Bonsai-Inspired. Because technically a bonsai is a tree, and these boxwoods are not trees. So, but I mean, it's kind of the same process. I got a bunch of these, and I can just turn these into whatever shape I see fit, essentially. I just thought it'd be kind of fun, you know, doing this, just hanging out. Pretty cool live stream, I think, right? Got potential. I got like maybe another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of these to go, so I'll just do as many or as few as I feel like. It's mostly just hanging out, you know. Having a boogie of a time, mostly. Maybe even take some chat requests for shapes or something like that. It'd be kind of fun, right? Boxwoods are so tough. I have a second pair of shears for when this one dulls, because the wood of a boxwood is incredibly tough. Does a number on your shears for sure. But you can kind of see what I'm going for. Starting to look a little bit of something, right? Not too shabby. I think for this first one, I'm just gonna do like a ball. Just make it look nice and neat. And who knows about the rest of them. Like I said, viewer requests or something like that. Take into consideration. Hi Matthew, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Hi. What is up? What's good with you, Matthew? My poop burns? That sounds like a problem. That is a problem. Welcome to the stream. I hope your poop feels better. Which is a, you know, it's a good normal sentence, right? Got any other plants? Yeah, I have tons of other plants. I own my own nursery. That's like what this whole channel is about. I basically just grow my own plants for a living. Nothing much. How about me? Not a whole lot. Just making these quick little bonsai things. Just decided to do a little stream. A little bit of hanging out, am I right? Good vibes, playing some interesting music. Baby boy. I don't know, what do you guys think? You like it's just like a straight up ball, you see that? Kind of nice, right? Do I believe in redemption? That's a good question. Depends on the context. Do you believe in redemption? That's the real question. What do we think here? Getting close? It's amazing. Thank you. Thank you. I got plenty more. Like I said, I think I have 11 more of these to do, and I can do any shape. Or, no, let me rephrase that. I can attempt any shape imaginable. They're like little tiny bonsais, but they're not actually bonsais. They're... Technically, a bonsai has to be a tree, and these are not trees. I believe in Red Dead Redemption. Absolutely. That's a fantastic game. Horticulture, thumbs up. Absolutely, dude. You better believe it. Own first garden? Really hot state. Dude, me too. I'm in Georgia. and it was just recently like 102, 103, something like that, a couple days ago. So it can be done. Should you miss the plants? It depends on the plant for sure. Most plants you can, but you can actually overdo it pretty easily. So I would say definitely depends on the plant. Do I speak to them? No, I don't. I don't believe that. I heard that's like a myth, or if you talk to your plants that grow faster, but and like a ton of people think that. Z, what are you on about? Yeah, it definitely just depends on the plants, man. What do we think here? Pretty dang spherical, right? Looks like a ball to me. You want to call that guy done? Well, not quite. It's a little lopsided on this side. We're getting there. How do I read chat? I just have it on a monitor. I'm streaming from my PC. Poor plants must be so lonely. Hey, they have each other to talk to, right? Plants can talk to each other. See you weird. Z is having his own time there in the chat. We welcome it though, we welcome it. Grow something worthwhile? Hey, I grow plenty of things. Just depends on the person, man. Worthwhile is completely relative. I'm not AI? No. I don't think so, unless we're all AI and I just don't know it. Booyah. Let's see. Number 2. See, this is what I'm starting with, and I'm hopefully turning it into something a little better looking. Jeez, it's getting late. What time is it where everybody's at? Everybody post what time it is. Chat it out. I want to hear. Everybody here late night vibing? Or just me? Georgia, you better believe it. What time is it here? That's a good question. 2:19. 2:20 in the morning. Play Overwatch? I used to play Overwatch. Yeah, Dean, that's definitely a pretty common thing. It takes time for you to get used to the plant and the plant to get used to where it's at. That happens all the time. Why am I trimming bushes inside? Because it's thunderstorming outside. That's why. I would be doing this outside. You think it's probably a whole lot smarter, right? Thoughts on free will? I'm not sure. What are your thoughts on free will? I'm special? I mean, I think so. We're all special, right? How many plants? I have, who knows? I got hundreds of thousands of plants, I think, at this point. If you go to my channel, you can see just a couple of my shorts. Just check out one of my shorts and you can see how many plants I have. I think I have, last I checked, I have 219 different varieties of just a bunch of different plants. So, a lot. Honestly, I don't even know how many. Don't rain here. Where are you? If it doesn't rain. You're talking Arizona or Nevada or something? I don't know, chat. What are we thinking here? Is it maybe just a ball for this one? Are we doing a spiral? Attempt on a spiral or something? Shoot, that's a lot of plants. Yeah, it's a lot of plants. It is a lot of plants. But I mean, it's pretty awesome if you ask me. I absolutely love it. In Cali. Oh, that makes sense. California is also kind of like Georgia, how it's got some pretty dang warm weather, but it's probably entirely different plants, honestly, which is pretty cool. Spiral? Yeah, I could do a spiral. No, I could attempt a spiral. So like instead of cutting it into a ball like this, I can try to like cut out and make it like a twirly. The whole plant becomes like a twirly helix almost. Plants are chill organisms. They absolutely are, dude. They absolutely are. Can't even get grass to grow right. Yeah, I've been there for sure. It's all about trial and error, though. Doesn't trimming them ruin them? No, it doesn't. Actually, not at all. Especially these kind. Most plants can actually benefit from it, but these actually love it. These are boxwoods, and they're like the perfect tree or bush or whatever you want to make them to be trimmed. They absolutely thrive from it. Thinking of getting a mist set up. Hey, that could work. Could definitely work. Worth a shot. What kind of flowers do you grow? Hey, we got a new subscriber, Spooky One. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Good to have you on board. Plant question. What's that? Go ahead. I grow natives or just ornamentals? I grow both. I love both. Obviously natives are a little bit easier because they are used to this climate and everything. But I grow both. I just sell wholesale, so I grow anything that landscapers buy. That's my whole business. I just sell straight to landscapers. A lemon tree. Dean, that is true, but you also have to be careful. Because if you cut too much, you can stress the plant. And obviously stressing the plant is not going to help with producing anything. But, yeah, just, you know, you can take off usually more than you expect on a plant without stressing it. But if you do stress it, then it's just going to be worse off than not doing anything at all. So I'd recommend try it. Just take off less. You can always take off more later. And see what happens. Again, it's all trial and error, man. Pretty much everything I've learned has been from trial and error. Absolutely, Dean. Absolutely. That'd be so cool to have my own lemon tree. Tomatoes can be... People say tomatoes are some of the easiest, but tomatoes can also be some of the most finicky plants you'll ever grow. I don't know what it's like in California, but tomatoes here are really... They're easy to kill. Hey, I think we got 2.0 right here. What do we think here? Is it lopsided? No, it's... Looks good to me. There we go. Yard full of sunflowers. Oh, that's cool. What did you do with the sunflowers? Did you keep them? Did you try to transplant them? It'd be so cool to just come back to a bunch of free plants, man. Well, I guess not entirely free if you bought the bird seed. Doing bonsais? Pretty much, yeah. These are, like I say, they're technically not bonsais because they're not trees. But everything else is related to a bonsai. Doing the exact same process here. Bonsais have to be trees. What am I cutting? Yeah, boxwoods. And like I say, I can try to make any shape. Just it might not look very good. So I'm doing the easy one right now. It's just a ball. Yeah, good point. I mean, if they're growing there, trooper, if they're growing, then hey, let them grow, man. Maybe you can get more seeds from them at some point. That'd be cool. Put a sunshade up. Yeah, that helps a lot. This one's all lopsided. They technically are bonsais. Yeah, I mean you could say that. I mean it's debatable for sure. I wouldn't. Well, I guess I could call them bonsais, but generic bag of mixed bird seed. Hey, dude, that's the cheapest way to get free plants, apparently. Just keep on doing that, man. Why give up the free plants, am I right? Let's see. Here's my question to you guys. Should I get my I'm trying to get my alerts working, and I'm pretty sure I accidentally just turned them off. But should I take the time to try to fix those? Like subscriber alerts? I love blackberries, dude. That'd be so great. There's an old fig tree here that I love. It produces tons of figs. What is happening in the chat right now? Not a notification guy. Yeah, that's kind of what I expected. Because, I mean, I was kind of hoping this would be like, you know, pretty chill. I don't really like to have the notifications screaming at me myself, but... Cutting it? Heck yeah, I am. Blackberries are kind of a lot. You could do a lot with blackberries. You can do a ton with blackberries. Raspberry guy, yeah, I would have to agree with that. I don't know if raspberries are super hard to grow or what, but I mean, a lot of people don't really grow them, it seems. Way more people grow blackberries. I think we're almost done with this next one here. Daniel, thank you so much. Apparently my alerts are working. So, thank you. Great to have you here. I appreciate you. Bonsai? Yeah, you better believe it. Make some little, well, right now I've only done, like, turn them into these little ball shapes. But you could turn them into any shape you want. Raspberries grow naturally around here everywhere. Yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah, they are really similar. I guess that's true. Blackberries are super, like, aggressive. They'll just take everything over. Hey, but I mean, like I said, bonsai, yeah, I believe you did. Absolutely did. McFluffin, you sure did. Suck at spelling? Yeah, that makes two of us. Bonsai's not easy to spell at all. Oh. Mega Rockman 99, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Big time. Welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mega Rockman. What a good man. McFluffin, thank you so much. Thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that so much. Hope you've been enjoying the stream. Thanks so much. Hoping to transplant some raspberries. Oh, that'd be smart right there. You get those suckers for free. Yeah, I mean, Z was going off. And I'm pretty laid back with mutant people, but yeah, I apologize for that. I was thinking it, it's probably just a 12-year-old or something, We'll stop eventually. But no, had to get her done. Bro had no chill. Exactly, silly goose. Had to put the hammer down on that guy. What do we think? Does this look spherical enough to you guys? Is that like... I don't know. I can't tell if it's lopsided. What do we think? Must have gotten into a bottle of something, yeah. Very well could have. It's a school night too, who knows what he's doing. Love the benefit of the doubt vibe. Hey, why not? Why not, right? What kind of plant is that? This is a boxwood. It's a Korean boxwood. So like, it's a super famous plant for people love to use it for hedges and stuff. But it's like, it does great when you shear it because it has these super duper dense tiny leaves. So it's like one big block kind of, and you can just cut it into any shape you want, and it's super happy about it. Enjoying the stream now that Z is gone. Yeah, I apologize for that. Should be a lot better now. Yeah, but these boxwoods, these are the same kind of plants. I mean, they use these in the White House for decorating the outside of the White House. Just because, like, you can make, like, full art pieces out of them if you're, good. Do I game? Sometimes. Play a lot of Counter-Strike recently. Spiral next. Oh, you're gonna make me try a spiral. Honestly, I'm totally down for that. I think I'm up for the challenge. Daniel, if I ruin this plant, this next plant, that's entirely your fault, okay? I'm blaming you. Gotta find a good specimen. Maybe this guy. This guy's kind of long. I don't know, this might not be the best plant to start that with, but oh well. Animals that come to life in The Shining? I'm not sure, I've never seen The Shining. But you can shape them into animals. I've seen them like Disney World and stuff. They have like professionals will come in and they'll shape them like Mickey Mouse and stuff. because like I said, it's like a almost like a living ice sculpture or something like that. Pretty dang cool. Take that responsibility. Okay. I'm just gonna make it like get rid of some of these long stragglers here. And I don't even know how to start this, honestly. I've never done this before. Let's see. We'll go down through here. Reverse pyramid? I could try that. That would be easy. That would be way easier, I think. Because they kind of grow like that in the first place. Surge Mac, I'm assuming that's how you pronounce your name. Good to see it. Yo, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Right now I'm making a spiral plant here. If it dies, it's Daniel's fault. We've already established that. Or if it just looks really ugly, it's also Daniel's fault. But if it looks good, then I'll take credit. Wait a minute, let me see, like, down this way. Oh my god, my pruners are starting to squeak now. That could get annoying. What's up, Surge Mac? Surge Mac? Surge? Okay, so this needs to be cut off. I like the idea of the upside down pyramid. That's real smart. Okay, so let's see. It'll start right here. I'm gonna go down this way. Any other shapes you guys think of? Let me know. No bad ideas here. Some WD-40 on those bad boys? That's a great idea. I have no idea if I had WD-40. I have an extra pair. I just realized that. I have a backup pair. I don't know if these will be worse. These are older. Oh my god, they're so dull. Never mind. Never mind. We're gonna have to deal with this weekend for now. The price I'm willing to pay for a spiral plant, right? You can't see it from that side, but it's coming along here, boys. Okay, that's really starting to squeak now. Uh-oh. Hope all goes well, Trooper. Good to see you here, man. Do a heart? Oh, that's an idea. 3D shapes? I don't know how hard a 3D shape would be. It can't be that hard, right? Like, I mean, like a... I guess they're all 3D shapes, really, but... You know what I mean. That's a great idea. Might have to give it a go. What does this look like on camera? Oh, this looks terrible from the backside. Hang on. Topiary animals? Yeah, these are called, you can make any plant really a topiary, I'm pretty sure. Like, that's what I'm making right now. It's just like a decorative way of pruning it, pretty much. So these are just topiary boxwood. So it could have been a boxwood that you were talking about in the Shining. 2D shape or 4D shape? If you can tell me what a 4D shape is, I can attempt it on this plant. Don't put it past me. Okay. You see what it's looking like? Do you see this? It's coming along. I just have to finish this whole side. But you can see it's like a flat ramp that's going up. It's like a spiral staircase. It's starting to get there, right? Pretty cool. Oh, that's kind of a good angle, I think. Too bad I have to work on it this way. Okay, we're back at it. Shoot is coming along. Yeah, it is. It's coming along better than I thought it would, honestly. I think the trick is to make the outside shape first, and then kind of cut it out from the inside to make the ramp, or like the spiral. I call this shape the Daniel. 4D hypercube. Yeah, I could try it. I couldn't exactly picture a 4D hypercube in my mind as well as I could just a simple spiral. I mean, I could probably try a 3D cube. That'd be kind of cool, right? A cube plant, like a Minecraft block, right? Looking good. Thank you so much, man. Actually very proud of this. I'm gonna need a decision from chat. Is this a hobby or business? This is kind of both. I grow these plants as a business, but just cutting them like this is just a hobby because I just sell them the way they grow. So a little bit of both. I just think it's super fun to chop these up, you know. It's like you can't really mess it up because it's like a haircut. It'll just grow right back, you know. What am I doing? Trimming a plant? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm trying to shape it into something cool. We've had a chat told me to do a spiral here, so it's starting to become a spiral. You see, but like we got some of these like balls ready. I got 3 of them that were just balls, and now we're on to harder shapes apparently. If you have any suggestions for a shape, just drop it in chat. Spirals is 10 out of 10. No need to move dimensions. I kind of agree with that, especially since I would probably have an aneurysm trying to think of a 4D shape. Yeah, so these are kind of like bonsais, Sutton. Yeah, we already had that suggestion. I'll probably have to do that. That's a great idea. Really appreciate the input. I think a heart shape would be awesome. Might have to try that out. I've never done any of these, by the way, except for the ball shape that I did earlier. So these are all just freehanded, just trying. It looks terrible. Who cares? Like I said, it grows back, right? And it's Daniel's fault anyway, so. Sorry, Daniel. I don't mean throwing you under the bus, but you know what I mean. This top part. Happy to try the heart shape. I don't know. Should I try the heart shape or what? What shape next? We need an agreement from the whole chat here, or at least the majority chat maybe. Glad you weren't here when Z was here. Yeah. Z's long gone now, man. We're all Gucci now. I don't know, what are we thinking? Starting to look like a spiral? I don't know, what do we think? Remove more from the bottom? Move on to a heart or what? Sutton, don't ask. It's just some guy that was just in chat trying to troll. We're happy you're here and he's not, so. A circle or a square only because it's more marketable? Yeah, it's true. some people are in the 4D hypersphere or whatever hypercube uh, topiaries. You know, there's a market for that. But yeah, I agree. I like the basic shapes, mostly because they're easy for me to make. Hearts are also great. Hey, maybe I'll try heart next. Unless we have anything better come up. Once I'm done with this, I want to do a heart. It sounds really fun. I hate trolls. Hey, I mean, I thought, you know, maybe he'll just tire himself out. Well, what are you gonna do, right? Aliens may ask for a 40 topiary. That's true. I'm sure they'll pay top dollar. I think we're almost to the point of trying a heart here, fellas. This is not terrible. I feel like the more I mess with it now, the worse it's gonna get. So maybe we leave it here. No, it looks. I don't know. Do I leave it here, or do I try to fix this? Drank 3 cans of Red Bull. Yeah, probably at least. Not cutting it too low, yeah. That's exactly what I was afraid of. I don't think I cut it too low here. So it's a billionaire, yeah, he definitely could. Like I said, who knows how much Disney World pays for those people to come in and make a Mickey Mouse out of these. I bet you that is an outrageous price. I don't know, what do we call that? Do we call that finished? You can only do so much with a small plant too. If it was a bigger plant, I feel like I could do more, but what do we think? Move on to a heart? Try a heart? Next plant? Yay or nay? Oh, where's my mouse at? There it is. I feel like this is about as good as I can do. Out of 10 finished. Ooh, my bad. I think I agree with that. Move on to the heart. I don't know how to start a heart. What kind of plants are they, or shrubs? Yeah, they're both. They are a shrub. They're called boxwoods or buxus, B-U-X-U-S. And they're like famous for. Well, actually, I don't know if this is. It's kind of already a heart shape. You see that? Maybe I can just play off of that. Oh yeah, they're boxwoods and they're kind of just famous for being able to shear these. And I call it like bonsai-inspired kind of, because that's basically what I'm doing, shearing these like tiny trees essentially. Little art pieces, you know. Better than what I could do? I doubt it. I'm sure you could. You could make a 4D hypercube if you tried. A lot easier than it looks. I hear. Yeah, I can see it now. I see the heart shape in this plant here. It's speaking to me. You can kind of see that. Wait, am I even pointing this? You see that? Am I going crazy? Do we see this? Do we see the heart shape? They're beautiful. Yeah, thank you. I've grown all these from little baby cuttings, so I grew all these for free. I've grown these all the way from babies before they had roots, all the way up to these. Trust you? I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure you could probably do better than you think. I did way better than I thought I could there. I have no talent. That's already a heart? Yeah, exactly. That's what it was made for, right? It's a little lopsided, but I don't know if that'll matter. We'll find out. The plant itself is, I mean. My dog's trying to snack on the other plants here. Could you please not do that? That's okay. That's okay. You don't have to do that. Yeah, we can see the heart shape taking shape here. It's absolutely working. Before they had roots? Yeah, absolutely. I took these from cuttings, which means their parent plant. I don't want to ruin this one, but this is the same plant right here. So basically what I did to make these is I cut a piece off like yay big. Can you see that? It's like 3.5 inches or something like that. And then you pull off the roots, or pull off the leaves from the bottom. Then you stick it in a special gel that's like an artificial rooting hormone, pretty much. It's like a chemical that tells the plant to make roots. So then it'll just put roots out. So like you put it in the ground and you put it in misters. I have a greenhouse that's specially designed for it. It just mists them like you'd see at like a produce store, like a grocery store, a couple times a day, and the roots pop out, and then eventually like they'll turn into these. And then I could just take more cuttings off of these and just keep doing it. That's like my whole business. If you check out my channel, I have some shorts on it. It's pretty dang cool. Trim more at the bottom? Yes sir, I'm on it. Clones. Yeah, exactly. That's what they're called. Cuttings, clones. The reason they're called clones too is because they're so like you take off, if I were to take off a piece of this plant and then have it root with rooting hormones, it's genetically identical to this plant right here. So it's just down to the DNA, it's a clone of this plant. Literally the exact same DNA. So you couldn't root them? No, you sure could. You sure could. People do it all the time. I actually have at least one short talking about what you can do if you don't have access to the greenhouse and stuff like I do. You just need to, you could have like a spray bottle that you get from a dollar store or something. Just keep them misted every once in a while. High humidity, like a banana, exactly. But yeah, it's a lot easier than you think. I just do these on a huge scale. Like this, all these together, they all rooted, all these that I'm trimming, they all rooted at the same time. And I did 1,700 of these cuttings at one time. So I have 1,700 of these size pots outside in my nursery. Or bigger too, because they get a little bigger than this too. Which is pretty awesome. Like this is a really fat heart, but it's gonna be kind of a heart. I need to take off this backside more. What about the gel? Yeah, the gel is super duper cheap too. You can buy it on Amazon. It doesn't have to be a gel. They have multiple different forms. Like there's a powder, and there's like a liquid. So it's, you could just look up like rooting gel or rooting hormone is what it is. And it works on most kinds of plants, almost any plants. Some plants are much easier than others. Stop cutting. Why? Stop cutting. You don't think this is... You don't think this is imperfect? It's not a heart yet, right? Not yet. Can't really see that part, but... eh. Doesn't have enough of a divot here yet. Now we're cooking. That's a heart. I don't care who you are. That's becoming a heart. Am I right? Is it not? Few clippings. The problem with that, I mean, you could, but it would be, you would have to ship them like in a special way because obviously they don't have roots. So there's no way for them to sustain like the leaves, so they would shrivel up and not be good. But honestly, what I would recommend is if you go to like a hardware store, like Home Depot or Lowe's or something like that, you can buy one, or maybe just buy like two different kinds. Maybe just look for boxwoods or ask for boxwoods. That's almost a heart. Yeah, I know. I'm working on it. It's looking good, I think. Close. Just ask for boxwoods, and then just take them home, and just look up how to root them from cutting. You know, so just take like you can have one of one kind and one of another kind, and do them both together, and see which one works better. That's exactly how I got these. Like all 1,700 of these, like I was talking about, they came from about 25 plants. So obviously, if you shrink that scale down to like, you know, normal person, you get pretty much as many plants as you need. You only just have to buy one. But I mean, I would buy a couple just to, you know, get a little diversity. See if one doesn't work great, the other one might, you know. What's my favorite plant? That's a good question. Boxwoods have to be pretty far up there, just because they're like my whole business, you know. So like I eat, sleep, and breathe boxwoods for most of the year. But as far as like my favorite visually, I actually have a short about it. It's like technically it's a type of salvia, and it has these flowers that are purple. Well, they start kind of blue. When it blooms, it has like kind of bluish flowers, and then it turns, as the flower ages, the flower turns from like a blue to a purple, and then when the flower gets pretty old, like I don't know, even just a couple weeks to a couple months after it starts blooming, the flowers turn black, like an attractive looking like glossy black, which is super duper cool looking. It's like dark purple and black mix. It's super duper cool, and the plant, like the leaves are good looking too. It's not like everything else is ugly, but the flowers are awesome. Wouldn't work in your climate. I mean, it's pretty arid too, in Georgia too, but yeah, I mean, it depends. There's different kinds of boxwoods too. There's tons of different kinds. So you might be able to find one that works. Salvia what? Oh man, it's like Gar or something. If you look at my channel, I have a short on it. Just a couple days ago, I just posted it. Guaranitica, I'm pretty sure is what it is. But I have tons of them in my nursery just because I love the plant so much. And it's super easy. We're talking about cuttings, like taking the clones. That's so easy to take clones of. Like it'll root in like a week. You just throw it in soil with that rooting gel. I don't know, is it coming along here? We need more of the V shape on the bottom, that's what we need. If Get a greenhouse, it would. Yeah, you don't have to have a big greenhouse either. You can make your own greenhouse, or just like simulate the effects of a greenhouse. Basically, all you have to do is, since you don't have to worry about cold, you don't have to worry about holding heat in. So just worry about something that'll hold humidity, which is like anything that you can cover it. It's like in one of my shorts I showed that you could just take a 5-gallon bucket and just flip it upside down and just like spray the plant and then put the 5-gallon bucket over the plant upside down, and that'll hold in humidity just for long enough for it to root. And you'd be surprised. You can figure things out pretty easily. Most plants are pretty robust, and you'd be surprised what works. It's pouring. Yeah, it was pouring here yesterday. What do we think? Heart? Yay? Nay? Are we done? Move on? Try a cube, maybe? Upside down pyramid was suggested earlier. What am I growing? I couldn't even tell you half of it if you gave me 10 minutes. I grow so many plants. I think it's close to 200 different varieties. But I grow, I own my own wholesale nursery. So I grow anything that landscapers will buy from me, including these boxwoods. So I grow anything that flowers or anything that looks good, which is usually the stuff that sells, you know. So like I said, if you check out my channel, you can just look through some of my shorts and see my nursery. It's pretty dang awesome. I'm super proud of it. Zone 6B, heck yeah, dude. I'm between zone 7A and 7B, but yeah. The zones also, a lot of people don't talk about it, but the zones are, like, sometimes they really matter and sometimes they don't really matter, because, I mean, a lot of times you could just plant, something as simple as just plant the plant really close to your house or something, and then just that microclimate or just like heat radiating from your house, or like the house blocking the wind, is enough to make that plant survive in a zone that they say there's no way it can survive in. So it depends too. I mean, there's things you can do for sure to make plants grow in places you wouldn't expect. Grow of rare fruits. Dang, that's cool. What kind of rare fruits? Looks like a boxwood. You're absolutely correct. This is a special, actually pretty rare boxwood. This is a boxwood from Korea. This is a Korean boxwood. It's one of my favorites because the Korean boxwoods, and even boxwoods from Asia, most boxwoods are from Europe, but the boxwoods from Asia, like this one, they actually like high humidity, which in Georgia we get high humidity all the time. So what will cause problems with some of the European boxwoods, these Asian boxwoods love here in this climate, which is great. 10B, that's a crazy zone. Even pot it, bring it in during the winter. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Like, you can do all kinds of things. If you really want a plant to live, you can make it live. I don't know. What do we think? Heart? How's that look? Move on. That's not my best work. I'll be the first to admit. You know? But we can, yeah, I don't know. Maybe move to an upside down pyramid? Or a cube, maybe? What do we think? Any suggestions? How to get educated, experience, and my dad went to school for it, so a little bit of both. Dragon fruit, oh, that's awesome. Yeah, Matthew, I would love to grow my own food. I don't even, like I say, I grow hundreds of different plant varieties. I don't grow one thing that I eat. I have a fig tree, but I don't grow it on my nursery. It just happens to be out there. Every plant I grow has an edible use. Yeah, that's probably incredibly nice. I'd say most plants that I grow, if I ate, would probably poison me. So, not all, but most. Corn is 6 feet tall. Oh, that's awesome. I remember my grandparents used to grow corn, and I would go visit them when I was young, and it would scare me so much because I would go in the cornfield when I was little, like really little, and I couldn't. It would be like a corn maze, which it was probably. I mean, where they grew corn was probably like 10 feet long and like 25 feet wide, but I would get lost in there, and I would feel like there's no way out. Like it's a corn maze, and I would jump scare myself constantly because I would come across the scarecrow. Just classic memories. That's just what I think of when I hear corn. Grilled zucchini and ribeye. Oh, that is the life right there. I know it's true, and it's a everything you grow or produce in any way really tastes better, especially if you grow it and then cook it. I know that tastes better. Corn mazes are freaky, yeah. Okay, I think we'll call this the heart. That's probably what it should look like, but you know, well, something like that. But next, that's 5 down. Okay, I need a decision here. What are we making for the next shape? What is next? Broccoli grown? Oh, dude, I love broccoli. I can't imagine how good it is if you grow it yourself. That'd be crazy. Broccoli is one of my favorite vegetables. I hear it's easy to grow too. So. All tastes kind of bland. Yeah, exactly, Daniel. That's 100% true. 100%. Because I'm pretty sure they sell it. When they sell it by weight, you know? So they just fill up a container with as big of fruit as they can, and they just get paid because they, sell, I don't know, a container of 800 pounds of fruit, and ship it out. And who cares what it tastes like? A cube. Cube it is. Do I ever use mycorrhizal fungi inoculant? I may have just had a small stroke trying to read that. If you could explain that. Oh, hello, my dog's here. This is my big dog, Sue. I have another little dog who's actually just right off camera. We're making a cube here, folks. This time, if I messed it up, it's Matthew's fault, because Matthew told me to make a cube. This is just a 3D cube, of course. Wild strawberries? Yeah, I remember we used to have wild strawberries in my yard when I was a little kid. Those were super cool. Oh, right, yeah, I've seen those. That fungi, I've seen it, and I had like a whole lesson on it in one of my biology classes. You think I would know that, but... Isn't that just like a naturally occurring thing though? Can you like promote that? It's just in the soil, I thought. I'm down, I'll take the blame. Okay. I warned you. I warned you. We're making a Minecraft block here, folks. Sporulated. Sporulated? Sporulated? Interesting. So the answer is no. I've actually never tried that. That might be an interesting thing to look into. Because I do know how cool that is. Because like I say, I had a whole lesson in one of my biology classes about it. It's really cool. You never know what strains are in your growing medium. Exactly, yeah. Especially if you're doing it on the scale that I'm at and using as much soil as I use. I mean, it's bound to vary. Who knows what's in one batch that you do versus another, you know? Natives and you can buy it. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I might have to look into that. If it's cheap, hey, worth a shot, right? I don't know if it's cheap. It might not be. Use it on your dragon fruit. Oh yeah, that'd be cool. I'd be super curious if that works well. I mean, how cool is it to just have like promote fungal growth that, you know, literally just helps out your plant. Pretty dang cool. We see any cube shape here? We're seeing this, right? We're cooking. Cube is coming along quick. I agree. I agree. This is easier than I thought it would be. Should I grow sunflowers? Heck yeah, if you want. I mean, how hard can it be, right? Grow whatever you're interested in. If it doesn't work, who cares? Try something else, right? That's what I do. At the very least, you learn something, am I right? Oh no, the squeaking's back. It's squeaking again. Where's the WD-40? Sunflowers are probably pretty easy to grow. I've never grown them, but I do think it's really cool how they can, how they actually like turn toward the sun so much. It's super cool. If you ever watch like a time lapse of them, that's really entertaining. Pretty satisfying too. What's the next shape? This one's almost wrapping up already. What's next? We did a heart. We did a couple of spheres. Cube looking the best. I might have to agree with that. And it came along in like what? How long was this? Couple minutes? Very Minecrafty looking. It looks like a Minecraft block of leaves, if you ask me. Pretty awesome. Studying them is tedious and kind of not fun. Do you study them specifically, or are you just talking about people who do study them? Because I totally agree. They're awesome. But also, they're incredibly weird, too. Because they're, you know, kind of plant-like, but they're not plant. Nor animals. Flying saucer shape. Hey, that's interesting. You talking like a Rick and Morty, whatever that vehicle is? Rick's flying saucer thingy. Studied microbes. Oh, that's awesome. Like professionally or like as a hobby? Is that your job? That's your job. I mean, that's crazy. That's like one of the most sciencey scientist jobs I've ever heard. Uh-oh, he's back. Excuse me, sir. I love Rick and Morty. We might have to make the Rick and Morty flying saucer here. Uh-oh. Duty calls. I'll be right back. Flying saucer's coming up as soon as I return, folks. And I sincerely apologize if that absolutely destroyed the mic when he vocalized it. They do pay you, hey. Then that's a job, man. That's cool. Doggo duty calls. Yeah, you better believe it. Demanding little things, aren't they? Well worth it, but they're demanding. I don't know, is this flying saucer worthy? I need one that's set up. This one? Oh. Hey, these pots are nasty. Good thing I put a towel on. I don't know about this one either. Oh, here we go. This one looks like the one. Dog does the same thing. Well, that's good. I'm glad mine aren't just incredibly spoiled. Well, I mean, they are, obviously, but I think everybody's dogs are, as they should be. Let's see. How do we start this? So we're talking like a disc that has like a little bubble in the top, right? Let's try it, right? Get her done. My dogs tried eating my plant. No, not really. I mean, luckily they kind of know better, but I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't put it past them, but I haven't seen them, no. Usually they're just too fascinated by the sight of a 4D hypercube or something, you know. As we all are, really. I have no idea. Yep. Well, we're about to find out. I think I'll start with like maybe kind of flattened, but not flat. It's not flat because it kind of ramps up and then it goes up. So we'll see what this turns out to be. I don't know whose fault this Rick and Morty saucer is, but it's definitely not mine. Somebody else needs to take the blame for this one too. Not sure who, but somebody will. Any volunteers? Volunteers, take the blame for it if it looks bad. I'm having so much fun with this stream here, and I legit just like thought of this randomly on the spot. So I was like, hey, what am I gonna do for a live stream tonight? Because I live streamed yesterday, but I was just making like little succulent gardens. And I was like, man, what can I do tonight? Because yesterday was fun. Matthew can take the blame. Okay, that's fair. And so I was like, what do I do tonight? I was like, hey, I got thousands of boxwoods out there that are ready to be trimmed, you know? They're growing wild. So I was like, hey, why not just cut these? How easy is this to do, you know? I think it's pretty dang fun. For me, at least. I hope it's entertaining for you guys. Maybe I'll do this regularly. This seems pretty cool. Like I said, I got plenty of plants, too. Down, I'll take the blame again. Alright, we'll hold you to it. You can't see what I'm cooking here. Well, you kind of can. You see this? Once I get this side done. Uh-oh, Squeaky's coming back. Not the squeak. How's it looking? We're cooking. I'm happy so far. Not as good as the cube, really, but not far off. Not that far. Daniel, you're funny. I absolutely agree. Yeah, but would you guys like? Would you like to make this like a recurring thing? Like where I just make these boxwoods and just do whatever people ask me to do? Maybe different plants or something, you know, shake it up, keep it interesting, but I think that'd be cool, right? We're cooking, it's fast? Absolutely. I feel like I'm getting faster as I go through the plants too, no matter what the shape is. That's really lopsided. Let me fix this. Yeah, good, good. I just need at least one of you, either Matthew or Daniel. I need one of you guys to tune in case one looks really bad, then I can just blame you. But I gotta have at least one of you. Definitely not gonna take the blame for myself. I wouldn't even do a stream if that was the case. Not worth it. Such a good way to get engagement. Hey, I mean, I agree. I'm having an absolute blast now too. Is the scapegoat? Absolutely. Am I crazy or is this looking decent now? Maybe okay from that angle, but maybe this needs to be a little smaller. Or a little lower, possibly. Almost done here. Ah, there we go. Now we're cooking here. What do we think? What do we think? Is that a flying saucer? Or close enough to a flying saucer? You be the judge. Lower? Still lower? Looking better than I thought it would? Yeah, that exactly. Same. I think this still needs to be lower. That a little better? It looks like a sombrero too. That's what it looks like. I knew it looked like something. Aliens would probably buy it. Yeah. It's not a 4D shape, but it looks pretty good to me. Sombrero / flying saucer. You know. Pretty cool. Then what? What's the next shape? Now that this one's pretty much done. I need another shape in the chat. Somebody shout it out. Got more plants here. Maybe this one needs to be something cool. Sombrero. Yeah, maybe that's exactly what I was going for. You know, it just spoke to me. I said, you know, flying saucers are cool, but I think sombreros are cooler. So I just went with a sombrero. Turned out nice. Okay, so what is this guy? What will this be? A pyramid. Oh man, that might be hard. I think. Let me make sure I have the best plant here for a pyramid. Yeah, I guess this will be the best one. Well, it needs to be this one's better. It needs to be like kind of fat on the bottom. Matthew, I appreciate you so much for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out with us. I had a blast with you. Appreciate all your suggestions and your great chatting and comments. You have a great night for me. Appreciate you tuning in. This pyramid's for you, Daniel. Let's see. Let's start here. I have to cut a lot off of this guy. But it's all worth it. Daniel's got to go too. Hey, you've already done more than enough, man. Don't feel like you have to stay or anything. Genuinely appreciate you being here. Awesome stream here. All because of you guys. Ancient Egyptians targeted. Yeah. Yeah, both definitely. Last one was Aliens / Rick and Morty, you know. Slash, you know, Mexican sombrero wearers, you know. Uh-oh, the squeaking's back. Why does it keep coming in and out? Is that just me? It hasn't been here the whole time. This one's rattling my brain a little bit. I'm starting to get like, well, you can't even really see it. Maybe if you can sort of see it's starting to be like a little bit of a triangle-ish shape on two sides. So that's something, I think. In my head it is. We'll find out if this actually works. Or we'll find out if somebody takes the blame. still not pointy enough. Definitely getting that taper, I agree. Got work to be done though. That's what I needed, more steepness here. It was too... Ever grown any carnivorous plants? Actually, funny you asked that. No, but I was literally looking on Amazon today. I was like, man, how much is a Venus flytrap? Because those things are so cool. I would love to have one of those just to grow in my house. I think it'd be super fun. Because I know you could just feed them like mealworms that you feed to like lizards and stuff. You can just rehydrate them. Just like soak the mealworms in water and just plop it in a little trap. That'd be super cool. Super cool. Have you ever grown any carnivorous plants, Daniel? You seem like a carnivorous plant type, right? I genuinely don't know how easy or hard they are to keep alive. Could be hard. A sundew? I've never heard of that. Carnivorous plant? What kind of plant is that? Keep them in distilled water. Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure I read that some Venus flytraps are actually native to North Carolina, which is not far from where I am. So, who knows, maybe they'll do well. Even if they were outside. It looks really rounded. I need to just cut these edges like this. I'm gonna make it a square from top down. First and foremost. Totally get one? Hey, I might... What's it called? A star sundew. That'd be interesting. I think carnivorous plants are awesome. I've never had one, but how cool is it to have a plant that eats bugs? Like a pitcher plant would be super cool too. Those are really cool. Whoa. It still looks really rounded. Do you just grow them in your house, or where do you put them? Native flytraps? Yeah, that would be super cool, I think. They're like the classic plant that when you think of a carnivorous plant, like everyone thinks of a Venus flytrap. I think it'd be super cool just to have one on the kitchen table. Is it? Is it? Not quite. You murdered it. Uh-oh. That's one thing I don't have. I don't have any grow lights or any plants in my grow lights indoors. I think that'd be super cool. Because you don't have to worry about putting them by a window or anything. Okay, if you look at it from some angles. Is this a pyramid? Maybe? Not all. Not all. I'm not saying all, but that's really rounded. It's just pointy, but it's just a pointy ball, kind of. But it's more of a pyramid. These things flower? You mean the boxwoods? They technically do, but I'm not thinking. Not really. They do flower, but they're really, really small flowers. They're almost not noticeable. They're little tiny tetrahedron. Yeah, pretty much. That's my attempt. I think I'm gonna call that. I'm gonna call that my pyramid. It's almost like a spade shape, a little bit, like a 3D spade shape. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, they do flower, but they're pretty much you just grow them for their foliage, really. They got little tiny yellowish, whitish flowers. But most people don't really care about the flowers. They do though. Well, I think it's that might be as good a time as any to unless we can get maybe one more, maybe if somebody wants to put in the chat one more shape and it's a good one. Anybody? Hopefully it's a, oh my god, hopefully it's a easy one, or not four-dimensional, you know. Out for the night. Yeah, next time we'll throw more shapes your way. Hey, I greatly appreciate it. Thanks so much for stopping by, Daniel. It's been a great stream with you. Really appreciate you taking the blame on some of those, you know. And I even more appreciate the suggestions. Thanks for hanging out, man. Enjoy the night. Sleep well. Anybody else got any shape suggestions? Or maybe one more. Maybe one more plant. Just shout it out. In the meantime, you know, I could do like a true bonsai, like literally make a mini tree out of it, like limb it up, like cut all the bottom growth off, you know? That might be cool. I need a suggestion. Give me a shape, somebody. I would appreciate it. And with that, I think we call it a great stream. I think it was a huge success. And I'll probably do this more often because I had a great time. We had some great chatters in here. So appreciate you everybody here for sticking around, and tune in next time.